Well, thousands of truck drivers come through the Permian Basin on any given day. But could that number soon change after a recent executive order from President Trump? I spoke with the president of Motran to get his thoughts on how local jobs could be impacted. Industrial traffic dominates the roads in the Permian Basin. Everything from oil and gas to large pieces of infrastructure are seen being transported all over the state and the country.
I think on a given day you probably see anywhere from 150 to 160,000 of those types of trucks.
But that number could start decreasing over the next year. This comes from a new executive order requiring truck drivers to speak proficient English.
These regulations have actually been on the books for several decades. This is really about whether we're going to enforce those things or not.
The most common ethnicity of truck drivers is white at 59.8%, followed by Hispanic or Latino at 18.6%, and black or African American at 12.8%. James Beecham, president of Motran, tells us while enforcement is important, there are bigger problems that exist out on the road.
Over the last 4 years, it really hasn't been enforced, but from the perspective, we weren't going to put somebody out of service over just that. If you look in 2024 at commercial motor vehicle inspections that took place in the Permian Basin, over 40% of those trucks went out of service just on the condition of the truck, and you had anywhere from 17 to 20% going out because of the driver either not following log hours or, in a lot of cases, not licensed. Maybe not a CDL license, maybe no license, period.
Congressman August Pfluger, a representative of the Permian Basin, tells us President Trump's administration aims to enforce a law that has been widely ignored.
What President Trump has tried so hard to do is reestablish the rule of law, which I think this executive order gets to the heart of the rule of law, especially with many of the illegal immigration issues that we saw over the last 4 years.
During President Barack Obama's time in the Oval Office, his administration in 2016 stopped an English requirement for drivers from being enforced, while the Biden-Harris administration in 2024 promoted an initiative that increased truck driving training opportunities for refugees. That has sparked an increase of the number of foreign-born truck drivers operating in the U.S.
We know that we need a massive amount of labor throughout the Permian Basin, throughout West Texas, whether it's in the oil and gas industry or in the agriculture industry or any other industry that's growing in Texas. So we're going to continue to work hard, but the rule of law must be followed.
With the industry expected to grow over 9% by 2026, Beecham believes while change is needed, the labor force will remain consistent.
As I look at this, I don't know that there's really a huge issue where you're just going to be losing a bunch of truckers all of a sudden overnight. I think the issue's probably being made out to be bigger than what the impact is that we would really see out here.
According to the White House, the order is said to rescind or cancel the current English proficiency test for truck drivers that was issued in 2016 to reflect Trump's recent executive order.